Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Alright, on the day of this being recorded, it is Monday, July 19th of 2021. So, I am walking home from Speedway because I went to go cash some lottery. So there's a little bit of a backstory about that. So I was out doing some stuff for Pokemon Go, and which we'll get to that in a little bit if I have enough time, because I'm walking back to the house. I was doing some Pokemon Go stuff, and then I eventually decided, you know what, I wanted to go eat something. So I'm like, okay, let's go to Taco Bell. And then, I did. I ate, my Taco Bell. And, did some Pokemon Go while I was sitting in there. Because, yeah, you can order in the store now and you can eat in. Woo, nice. It felt a little weird going inside Taco Bell because I haven't been in there since last September. As many of y'all know, I used to work at Taco Bell. And there are a lot of new people there that I've never seen before. And there are a few occasional people that I know that I used to work with that are still there, surprisingly. But that's besides the point. So after eating my Taco Bell, I'm like, oh man, I should have got a drink when I was there too. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna walk up the road to the Rite Aid, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna go get a drink, because I'm thirsty. Need that sip. So I did. I went in there, went to the bathroom, and then I got me a drink. Got me a nice, good old 20-ounce bottle of Baja Blast, which, by the way, it's my favorite Mountain Dew flavor ever. I drank it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's spend a little bit more money. Let's go buy a lottery ticket. So I did. I bought one for $10, and I told them, I want a $10 ticket. I'll let you pick. And I got one of those big ones that apparently do really, really well. Because there's people that would win like $50 to $200 on them. Most I've seen when working out, Speedway for those kinds of lottery, the most I've seen was about $100. So, yeah. So yeah, I bought it. I came home, scratched it off. I didn't scratch the whole thing, but I went to the bottom so I can scratch the barcode to scan how much I won, or see if it's a win or not. I scratch it, I scan it, and then boom, $10 winner. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I won my money back. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go cash this, and I'll be right back. So I went back. I cashed it, and I decided to get $10 worth of smaller tickets, see if I have a better chance of getting some more money. So I got a $1, two $2, and a $5. Shockingly enough, the $1 and the $5 were duds. Both of the twos were pretty good that I won. I won $5 off of one, and I won $2 from the other. So in total, I won, between those two, I won a total of $7. Even though I thought one was worth 3 and the other was worth 2. So I thought I got a grand total of $5, but instead, Allison scratched them off early this morning. And turns out that my $3 was really a $5 one. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, I won $7, which is nice. I won part of my money back. So I just went in there and just cashed it. I cashed them, and so now I have some, some cash in my wallet. Because it's been a long time since I've had cash in my wallet. I mean, yeah, I have a dollar prior in my wallet, but it's just a damn dollar. Let's see here. So that's the background on that. Oh yeah, the Pokemon Go stuff. Okay. Oh my god. So here's what happened this weekend. This weekend we had Go Fest, which split up between 2 days. Saturday was just for catching a whole bunch of shit, because at least the ones that were spawning in either raids or in the wild, I needed a grand total of 5. So I was getting 5 new Pokemon bare minimum. The 5 that I needed were Hitmontop, Unknown, Chatot, Sock, and Dano. And I got all 5. I also got a couple extras, thanks to catching a whole bunch of shit and evolving shit. But bare minimum of how many I needed for my Pokédex on Saturday. I needed bare minimum of the 5 that spawned in the wild or were in the raids, and I got all 5. Hell, I had all 5 by the time it was like I think by noon I had all 5 that I needed. And then I pretty much just went around and just walked all over the place, because I'm like, you know what, I have the 5 that I needed, so let's just go out on a catching spree. And so I did. And yeah. I ended up catching, and I think I added 7 or 8 Pokemon to my Pokédex on that day. And then there was Sunday. Oh my god. Okay, so listen. Day 2 of Go Fest, which was Sunday. The main theme of the event was raid. And yeah, there were a bunch of raids yesterday. And guess what all those raids were? They were all a grand total of 37 different legendaries of the first 6 generations waiting to be caught from the time frame of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah. Now, I should also state that, no, I did not catch all 37 of the legendaries in each of the raids between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. There were actually some that stretched all the way out until 7, which I actually have no idea why. But I guess people got an extra hour to catch shit. But prior, I already had 12 legendaries that were spawning. So in reality, I only needed 25 Pokemon. Out of all the ones that were spawning, I only needed 25. And different ones were spawning in different hours based off of what hour rate it was. There was wind from at 10 and 2, lava at 11 and 3, frost at noon and 4, and thunder from 1 and 5. So now the question became, did I get all 25 that I needed? And the answer is no, I did not. I ended up getting 20 out of the 25 that I needed. So, yeah, that's pretty good. 80% of all the ones that I needed. Now here's the thing. Fighting the raid battle to get the legendary, no problem. Most legendaries need at least, 5 or 6 people before most people are like, okay, cool, we got this. At least 5 or 6 bare minimal, and the most you can get is 20. So, yeah. There were a couple raids that I was in. Wow, I can't English apparently. The average number was somewhere between, I don't know, probably 10 and 15. But the most that I was in definitely was like 20. Like, it was a full raid. And we got several legendaries within like 30 seconds because we kind of eviscerated like most of them. Now, for seeing all the raids, I've seen out of the 25 that I needed, I saw all but 2 because I was kind of curious why I didn't see the 2 that I needed. And I did some research early this afternoon, and apparently the Lake Trio, of Gen 4 of Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, they're region exclusives in the world, which I didn't know. You have Azelf in the Americas and Greenland. You have Mesprit in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. And then you have Uxie in the rest of Asia and Oceania. Which definitely surprised me. I had no idea that they would have legendaries in specific areas of the world. But that made a lot of sense because I was like, why is there no Mesprit or Uxie raid? And so, I eventually answered my question not even 24 hours later. I mean, I did win a Azelf raid, but I failed to catch it. Probably the main one that I failed to catch the most was it was Kyurem. I fought in 3 different Kyurem raids. I won all 3 times, failed to catch it twice, and I was at Taco Bell You know, like how I was saying earlier. I was at Taco Bell eating my food and, you know, catching, you know, with remote raid passes. And I did end up winning. And I ended up catching it the third time. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. 3 times the charm. Just like, you know, when a Pokeball shakes 3 times and you get those 3 stars. That's how you know you caught your Pokemon. There were quite a few that had chances of being shiny. Because, you know, shinies are good.
My house might be under construction.
So the very first raid I ever did during the raid hour was, well, I was up against a Virizion, a legendary of Gen 5. You know, I fight in the raid, you know, I win, and then when it comes to the encounter, which, you know, has a chance of being shiny, boom, shiny. I'm like, bruh. I ended up catching 2 Virizions, although I think I released the non-shiny one. I probably shouldn't have, but well, I did. Alright, so I'm back here at the house. No, I'm not going to. I was probably thinking of like going to the store and getting like snacks or like a drink. But like, nah, I probably shouldn't. Alright. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video while I go unlock the house.